Howdy there, folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to our Tekkit to the Moon series, where many of you may have forgotten that we are in fact going to the moon. Not today, probably not tomorrow, but in an upcoming video, there will be journeys had. We're going to the moon, but first we're going to go check on our marble. And then today, I thought it might be worthwhile to actually go ahead and have a look at, what goes into a rocket. What we actually need to build one of those, and to go on a grand journey. Has this thing stopped? Is that how far it made it? It made it to that tree and then it stopped. Have we run out of juice? I mean, we didn't put a whole lot of juice into these, I'll admit. That's probably my fault. We'll throw a bit more coal in there and get this bad boy moving at absolutely insane speed so far. That sucker's, it ain't going. It ain't doing nothing. It's just stuck there. Is it broken? Did we break it? Is a single piece of coal not enough to get this thing going again? Oh, jeez. What's going on here? It was going before. It ain't going now. There's power going into it. The power's fluctuating. Did it break? Maybe we need to start throwing some switches. Hello? What's wrong with this thing? It's collected some stuff. It's not going. Why isn't it going? It's clearly been working beforehand. What's going on here? What is this? I'm not going to break it, because then we have to put back down the markers and set it all up again. I'm not going through that hassle. What is your deal? Maybe if we break the power going into it and put it back? Hold on, let's see what happens here. I mean, that doesn't make any sense at all, but at this point, what else are we going to do? That didn't do anything. That was a bad idea. It's just not going. Did you see some particles on it just then? Maybe it's just got so little power. No, that doesn't make any sense. Hold on, we're gonna have to figure this out. I wanted to build a rocket, but I gotta have marble to do that. It could just be a graphical thing. It's not, though. If it was a graphical thing, we'd still be seeing items pop up into here, and we're not. And I've just put string everywhere. I've lost all of my string. Where is it gone? Did it go into here? I don't care. Oh, yeah, there it is. You can just put string on anything, apparently. String just goes wherever it wants. I do like this. I like this little outside we've built. It looks pretty good, you know? I mean, the inside... no, get it off. Make it go away. I've made a horrible mistake. No, we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it like that. That is the way that it is. There's nothing we can do about it. We're going to disable the jetpack. We'll leave it enabled, I guess, but we do need to charge it because it's pretty close to dying. I mean, not really, but you know what I mean. It needs some juice, and we'll let it trickle charge via the magical trickle charge system that I instituted. What are we going to do for power? I don't want to go fell the forest again, but I don't really want to build any alternative power methods either. I just can't be bothered. What's the point? This isn't a 100-episode series. We're not going to be here for, years into the future. What are you doing? You've got some coal. I'm not taking your coal. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our jetpack, which is fully charged now. How are we doing back here? How is this whole trickle charge thing holding up? It's holding up pretty well. All right, yeah. We're going to put the jetpack back on. I guess we're going to go fell the forest. I have no other options. Where are all my tools? There was an axe. Is that the only one I've got? Maybe we can build a better axe. Like, maybe we can build a Flux Infused pickaxe. Let's see. But, like the axe version. I typed pickaxe there because that's what I was thinking. What I really wanted to look up was just a regular old... Oh my gosh, look at that. You can build a Flux Infused axe. Alright. I reckon we can do this. How hard could this be? So obsidian rod, we know how to do that. Blaze powder, we just need a blaze rod. And if we put it in there, we get a bunch of blaze powder. Or we can take glowstone and we can fill it up with redstone. And that seems a lot easier than going to the nether and, risking our necks. We should have some glowstone too. Or maybe, have we used it? Oh, we got some glowstone right there. There's probably some destabilized redstone left over. Holy heck, what have we done? Why have we done it? Why is there so much? Alright, I'm going to do some quick maths. I'm going to work out how much of this we need. I reckon 4 glowstone dust ought to do it. I think that's going to be all we need. I don't want to make more than we need, because it might go to waste. We might end up using it in the future, but I doubt it. So next up is going to be the obsidian rod. So we're going to need 4 ground-up obsidian. Well, good news there is we've got that covered. And with that, we've got everything we need for the base of this. Oh, boy. Oh, these are some crazy jumps now, aren't they? All right. Pulverized obsidian, some blaze powder. That'll give us our base rods. And now we run into the problem of the diamonds, right? Because we're going to need 4 diamonds, and currently we have 1. I'm not even going to touch it. I'm going to leave that diamond there. We're going to not disturb the sanctity of that singular diamond. We're going to let it continue to exist as it currently is. And we'll make some more diamonds. We know how to do that now. We've got that ability. We don't have a lot of gold left, though. Running out of gold, except I think there's gold in here. There's pulverized gold. We're going to need some pulverized gold and some pulverized silver, because we're going to need some electrum blend, too. So we'll hold on to that. So do I put the diamonds in... No, wait a minute. Maybe that's not what I do. What do I do with diamonds? I'm pretty sure they go in there. Yeah, that's what gives us our flux crystals. All right, then. Diamonds away! Get fluxed, diamonds! Oh, boy. Don't put that on a t-shirt. You walk into a Walmart with a t-shirt that says, get fluxed. You're going to be getting some looks, I tell ya. Pulverized coal, blaze powder, redstone, sulfur. We've got pretty much all of that in here. Yep, so that's going to make 4 of that. And I think that's what we need, right? Because I'm pretty sure the recipe is... Oh, man, we only needed 2. Hopefully we're not missing out on anything. Yeah, we just need the electrum blend next. So that's gold, that's silver. Did we already make more of this than we needed by chance? There's 1. So really we only need 2 more. Right. And we already have some electrum blend. All right, sweet. Then we'll leave the gold... And we'll go ahead and put the sulfur back in here. We don't need any of this stuff anymore. I think we're probably solid on all of that. So we'll hop over here, and we will... Ah, good, those are done. So really, we just need, I think, 2. Is that correct? I know I need to check back on these pretty frequently. So it's 2 for 2. Yeah, that's correct. We've got way too much pyrotheum dust. My gosh. Wait, what's going on? Oh, just graphical error is all. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, goodness me. Well, now we have... You can do great stuff with pyrotheum. Alright, you can do all kinds of fun stuff. We can finally build a resonant flux capacitor if we wanted to. You know, build the next tier up of jetpack. We could make some... Why? Why? Why would you do that? Can you just smelt any ore with it? It seems like such a waste of a very expensive material. Oh, you can put it in an induction smelter and it'll double your ores? But why wouldn't you just grind those ores up? I don't understand. What's the benefit? You're going to get fair... What? Because you'll double them if you just grind them up first. Oh my gosh. Blazing pyrotheum. That's some hot stuff right there, man. Why are you not going? Why are you broken? What's the problem? There we go. Everything's a little bit broken today. It's a real hassle. I think that's everything we need, though. I think we're actually good to go. So we will cap these off to get our handles, and we will combine it with these to get our Flux Infused axe. And then we will take that over here and not fluid transpose it. We will charge it. Lovely. Look at that. Oh, my gosh. I'm excited about this. Let's go ahead and look. We don't even need these items. I've got a shovel built into my pickaxe. So we don't need that. We don't need an axe anymore. We do probably need to top this off just while we're in the area. Oh, man. Is there a Flux-infused weapon? Hold on. Let's just look up Flux Infused. Oh, there's a whole collection. A sickle? What? Empower? I wonder what that does. I guess it just clears out fields of grass, if I had to guess. An Omni Wrench also serves as shears. A battle wrench? That's probably a combination. So there's a sword. Oh, there's a shovel variety, too. Also serves as a hoe. Oh, the sword, though, sounds cool. What does that do? It doesn't really say, but I'd imagine it packs a punch. We might have to do that. We might have to make us one of these. That could be a lot of fun. It's not too hard, either. Let's go take a nap first. I'm not going out there when there's monsters nearby earlier. That was before I started the recording, though. I had to kill some spiders, take a nap, so it was sunrise. I like to start my videos at, the top of the day. I feel like it adds a little bit of a little something something. So the quarry is still not moving. I got a feeling we're going to be resetting that quarry. Let's not play around, though. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right down here with this bad boy. And my guess, it's going to break a single block. And it's going to do it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, I mean, we do have tree Capacitor installed, so I guess I should have expected that. What about when it is empowered? What does that do? Let's test it on a little tree, you know, so we can get a fair apples to apples here. So it doesn't really go any faster. Alright, so when the axe is empowered, it turns out it not only breaks trees, it breaks the game. I actually tried it a couple of times there, and each time I used it, it crashed us out. So we've now crashed a total of 3 times. So we're not going to use it empowered anymore. I don't know what empowered mode does. If I had to take a guess, I would say it probably has its own sort of tree Capacitor functionality built in. So what's happening is it's trying to tree capitate, while the game is also, you know, the tree capitate mod is trying to tree capitate. And what happens is you get a game capitate, where it cuts the head off the game, and you end up back on your Windows home screen, your start screen, your desktop is the term that I'm looking for there and struggling to find. That's fine. I mean, if what we have right now is an axe that mines, you know, when it's powered down, the speed of diamond, and, you know, it never breaks because we can always recharge it, that's fine. That's perfectly adequate. It's not... I was sort of hoping we'd turn it on and it would fell like a huge swath of territory in front of us or something like that, but that's not the case, and that is okay. I am curious, though. I might go ahead and Google real quick and just see definitively what the empowered mode is meant to do. So let me check that. Alright, so unfortunately, according to the wiki, the only thing it does when you charge it is it makes it 1.5 times as fast as a diamond axe. Oh, wait. And when a block is broken using an empowered Flux Infused axe, all choppable blocks in a vertical 3x5x3 area around the broken block are also broken, if possible. That would definitely explain why we're having these issues, I would say. Because it's trying to tree capitate while it's also trying to break a bunch of blocks around it. So, that's not... I mean, I'd love to get that... I wonder if I can change that in the configuration. Like, can I go into settings and change it to where it will only go faster, right? Like, is there a toggle for that in the config menu where it'll just speed it up instead of also doing the tree capitate-esque function? Because if so, it would be a swell axe. It'd be faster, 50% faster, for a total of 150% the speed. Aren't percentages fun? Very confusing sometimes. But it'll go 150% the speed, aka 50% faster, of a diamond axe, which is fun. I don't know, though. I don't know. Well, I'd have to get out of the game, and I'd have to go into the setup. I don't even know where the install directory... Okay, fine, I'll do it. Alright, I managed to find the config file, and I can confirm that that is not an option in there, which is disappointing. It looks like the only thing I can do is I can adjust power usage, and I can adjust whether or not a tool is in the pack. So I can remove the tools if I want to, and I did check to see if there were any in there listed that had been disabled by the mod authors, and no. But, I don't know, man. It's weird that no one caught that was a bug, and addressed it. And it's also weird that this is 1.6, when I know darn well it released on 1.5. That continues to be mind-boggling to me. I played so much of this pack. I had a server that people joined back in the day that crashed a lot. We had to learn a lot about the various different APIs for running a modded server. My friend Austin built a crazy spawn area for the second world, because we had a V2 world go up for a short amount of time. And that was the first time I declared, we're not doing this anymore. And look, I know that there are definitely better power methods available to us that I'm not using, but that's because we're just in a bit of a mad rush. We're going to build a rocket and we're going to take off from right over there next to that volcano on that big platform we built and did nothing else with. That's sort of the theme of this series. Building things and like starting projects and then not really going anywhere with them. There's gold in here. Oh, that's right. We filled this thing up with some extra stuff that we didn't mean to fill it up with previously. What fun. Okay, it won't let me sleep because there are monsters nearby, which is a problem that I'm growing very weary of. Where are there monsters? There are no monsters out here. What are you talking about, game? Let me go to sleep. It won't let me sleep. Oh, there we go. Alright, so while that stuff cooks up, let's go check this thing out again and set these up. And, well, folks, I guess by now you could probably tell these are being recorded before they're being released. I wanted to record all of them and make sure I was done with the series. And, you know, I could actually deliver on this whole idea of finishing the fight, as Master Chief would say, before I actually started putting them out. And just, you know, ended up disappointing people. But I've learned a lot last few days. You know, Microsoft bought Bethesda. That's actually not surprising because I was talking to someone the other day and we were talking about who Microsoft might acquire next, since that's sort of their thing. And one of the I threw out a couple ideas. I said they might go for Bethesda because you know they're pretty big in the PC scene at the very least. So the thing's gone entirely. It's like this thing is just broken. Are we supposed to put a switch on the quarry? I don't think so. I don't think that's a necessity. Oh, there it goes. Oh, the little robot's back to, what, reassemble the darn thing? What are you doing out there, robot? Robot, where'd you go? This thing doesn't know what it's doing. Oh, man, do you think putting it in the air broke it? Have we severely ruined this thing? You know what, let's leave it be for a while. We'll see what happens. I kind of think we might need to replace it. I think it's broken beyond belief. It doesn't need it shouldn't need a power cable. Or it should need a power switch, I should say. But yeah, I was telling them I think, you know, they might buy Bethesda. That could make sense. And then I told them they could go for, you know, the Hail Mary and throw in the money and buy Rockstar. And, you know, GTA's a big seller. And Microsoft kind of needs that right now. But we kind of threw those ideas back and forth. Didn't think anything would really come of it. And then, you know, Microsoft bought Bethesda. So I wish I lived in a place where gambling was legal. Because I wouldn't have put money on that. Because it was just sort of ideas thrown back and forth. I wasn't genuinely thinking that they were going to come out with the announcement in a few days' time. But there you go. And as for how I feel about it, I don't care. I saw someone say that it was anti-consumer, but I don't think that buying a studio is anti-consumer. I don't think it represents a monopoly because there's so many more studios. There's new studios opening up all the time. There's new ones taking off. There's new ones being shut down. The world's not hurting for new game studios. You know what I mean? So I'm not too worried about that. Bethesda, is it going to eventually, are all their things going to be Xbox exclusive? Maybe, or, you know, a PC, sort of Microsoft exclusive, I should say. It's cool that they're all going to be on Game Pass. I'd like to see some of the older libraries start to come up. You know, if you could get a remaster of, not even a remaster, but you know, like the way the Xbox team does those sort of upgrades for older games that are backwards compatible, and you could maybe get Morrowind on the Series X. That'd be pretty cool. Although I'd just as soon play it on PC. All the same, it would still be cool, though. It would be cool to see something like that. I tried to buy a Series X after saying that I wouldn't, because I gotta tell you, that Game Pass is getting to me, man. There's a lot of games that I want to play that I haven't picked up. And granted, I know I have so many games that I haven't played yet that I already have in my possession, but there's something about that Game Pass. There's something about it. It's a good offer, especially in these times. If you're hurting for cash, you know, $15 a month for Game Pass Ultimate, that's a good deal. That's a good deal, and they're gonna have all these. It's hard to say no to a deal like that, right? So, I don't know. Look at this. So that's back. Thank goodness, but it's not doing anything. So let's do this. Let's say we'll throw 8 in here, 8 in here. Just kind of share the load about here a bit. But, yeah, had a lot of trouble with... Oh, my gosh. Oh. Look, it's going now. So strange. I guess it was really just struggling to operate with you know, only one engine's worth of power, but it wasn't doing anything at all. It was just sitting there. That's very strange. I don't know what the deal is there, but now that it's sort of got juice from multiple locations, let's make sure this thing doesn't go empty. So we'll make sure at least 3 of these are running. These 2 might go dead. I didn't bring them all over because I'm not sure if there's a benefit to that, but we'll sort of let this just run for a bit. I'm going to go get some more fuel. I'm probably going to pause this recording and continue to fell some of these bigger trees. I'm not going to waste any time with the little shrubs. I have been clearing out the shrubs. I've been sort of leaving the land bare, but I don't reckon I'm going to do that moving forward because it just takes too much time to pick off the little ones, and I want to focus on getting big old swaths of... It wasn't even charged up that time. It just crashed anyway. What is this thing's problem? Oh, it used like all of the power. Maybe that's what happened. Yeah, it drained it maybe, and that's what killed it? Like that last little bit, maybe. I don't know. If it's gonna kill the... it's gonna crash the game every time it runs out of power. I don't know about this axe, man. I don't know. It's a little annoying. Did it break the quarry? No, thank goodness.